Hey there. Today I just implemented a process here together with one of our project managers, and I wanted to share how that works because I find it really, really useful. So let me state the problem first. Now, I have a customer who will have a meeting on Monday to discuss with his team what we have been talking about, and he will present my proposal and what we can do for them to their team, and they will make a team decision. Now, that sounds great, but what's the problem with this? Well, the problem is by the time Monday morning arrives, weekend has happened, and he's basically forgotten everything. And maybe they won't even bring up the topic in the team meeting. Happens all the time. And if he brings it up, probably he's not going to even remember the main points that we made. So, what I did there is that I actually recorded a video summary for him. And using Funnelbud, I actually went in here and clicked on send a smart email. And then I picked this email called video analysis, and I recorded a video of myself summarizing for him what we're going to do, a 5-minute video just to refresh his memory. And I scheduled the email to go on Monday morning so that when he arrives at work, he will see the video and he'll watch it 5 minutes, refresh his memory, and then his team discussion will be much more productive, and he will love this, and his team will probably get better information, and the chance of us actually closing the deal is also much greater. Now, one of the principles that we use at Funnelbud is this one called make deliverables reusable. So, what that means in summary is that whenever one of our project managers or salespeople or developers or whoever does something that can where the principle or the method can be reused, we don't just do it and then forget about it. Instead, we make it reusable. So what I want to show here today is how I made this process of reminding salespeople to actually send a video summary before meetings to their clients reusable using Funnelbud, the system. So the solution looks like this. Now, the salespeople will log their meeting here. They will go to the meeting notes and log their meeting. And then, so what should the salesperson do in order to, because the system can't really know when a salesperson should send a video to their customer, right? But what we implemented here is a drop down called Get Sales Tips. What's the last outcome? And in here, we can now add various scenarios. And the system will then give tips to the salesperson what they can do. And these tips will remind them to do those things. So, for example, in this case, I'm now going to select what was the last outcome. Well, the last outcome is that they will have an internal discussion. All right, and then I save. And then what the system will do now is to remind me by creating a task for me that I should actually send a video summary to them. Now, if I look at my sales tasks up here, I'll see all my tasks. And in here, I will see this task here called sales tip. Send a video summary before their meeting. And if I click on that task, it'll expand. And here are the full recommendations. So it says people love watching videos. If they will have a meeting in a few days to discuss, it's great to remind them, and so on. So here's even some tips on how to create the video, and then even an email template you can immediately reuse. So what I do is I simply use one of our video recording tools, which is like a free tool in Chrome. And then I just click here, and I paste my video here. I edit the text a little bit, and then I schedule the email to go on Monday morning. So it's really important to have a sales process, but a sales process cannot accommodate dynamically for different situations that might occur. So that's where this comes in handy. So now it's possible for me to add multiple different scenarios here and get tips from the system. And these tips can even be made in such a way that they're dynamic depending on what product they're using or which stage they're in. I can even get different types of tips. But for me as a salesperson and for me as a sales manager, to have a process that not just has like a step by step and a checklist what to do in each step, but even goes further and says, well, if this happens, here's some tips. And if this happens, here's some other tips. It's a very powerful way to create a sales force that consistently does the right things to close deals more effectively.